Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Constance the Reader, and today we're doing the rest of the wrap up for the month of November, and we're excited for it. I don't know that I'm gonna really need to add anything for what I want to read for the rest of the month, mainly because I've already done a 10 before the end video, which I will link around, of course. But I think at this point, besides the stuff that I'm going to be reading for like my book club and the things that I needed to finish on NetGalley, I'm not going to go into a big TBR because I got a lot of stuff on my plate. But without further ado, let's talk about everything I ended up finishing reading in the month of November. All right, so let's start with a series that I finally finished, and that was Run Away With Me, Girl. I was really scared that after what I saw happening in the second volume, that I was not going to get a happy ending, even though this cover should make you think that it's happy. You never know. Sometimes I'll throw you for a loop. But I loved this very short GL series. I like the fact that we get a little peek into the future, so that was nice. But I would definitely recommend this one for anyone who's looking for something short, obviously, but a really nice romance between two young women who kind of had a falling out when they were younger, but managed to come back as older adults and see where life takes them. And I really enjoyed this. We are also taking our time. Again, I'm almost done with Pluto, but I read volumes 4 and volume 5. I really need to sit down and finish this. I'm pretty sure that Pluto was one of the series that I said I wanted to finish for 10 before the end. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I like the story so far. I don't know where this is going to end. I don't know who is truly responsible for everything that's going on, but I am enjoying the ride. I really do want to finish this soon because, as I've said, I really want to watch the anime. And my husband, we don't watch TV in our bedroom. There's no television in there. But sometimes it would be nice if we could just have a night in bed watching a movie. It's just peak comfort. So we did get a projector and a projector screen, and I think that this anime would be perfect to watch in bed. So I'm even more determined to finish this by the end of the year. Pluto, so far so good. Tokyo Aliens Volume 5. I didn't even know this had come out sometime last month, so when I saw this in, I think, Barnes & Noble, I was like, I must get it. Still enjoying the series. I would recommend this if you're looking for something that has a bit of a goofy side to it. Our main character is a bit of a like scaredy cat, worrywart, clumsy person, but the story that they're building and kind of getting us to when it comes to our main character's dad, I don't know where that's going, but I'm really invested. I want to know. I have some theories, and I'm going to be interested to see how they explain what's going on to us, because if my theory is correct, that's crazy. So I need them to finish this. I started We Can't Do Just Plain Love. So in my 10 before the end video, this was the manga I was talking about when I said I'm reading something that has to do with like a scent fetish, and that's why I want to read Sweat and Soap again. Yeah. Yes, sirree, Bob. Except it's a little different. It's not the man who has the scent fetish, it's the woman. So basically we're following our two main characters, Sakura and Tatsuki, in a little office romance. She has a scent fetish. He is extremely awkward around women. And you know what? Sakura's like, let's kill two birds with one stone, honey. Let me get a sniff and a whiff of you, and I'll help you be cool around women, except we're going to be knocking boots to do it. And it's hot, it's steamy. I mean, you can see titties out. It's really good. I'm liking it. I already bought the second volume, and we will be reading this. We will be continuing on with this series for sure, because it is good. I'm in love with the villainess. I know I've said this before. I love this series. I know that I'm going to absolutely read every single one of these volumes because I adore it. I can't help myself. But I just think it's really good. And this was like, it added a little, you know, person in the way type situation, a character who would, you know, possibly ruin the relationship Ray has with Miss Claire. You just have to read to find out what happens, but I'm loving it. I definitely am considering getting the light novels for these because I'm enjoying this manga so much. And I'm pretty sure I just saw that this is going to be an anime. So if that's the case, I will be consuming the fuck out of this like I am with the Apothecary Diaries, which I love Apothecary Diaries. Don't even get me started. I love it. The anime is so good. Chef's kiss. Just delicious. Jujutsu Kaisen. Still making my way through here. Obviously, I'm not getting very far very fast, but it's okay. I'm still enjoying myself. Bleach Volume 56. Another one. Making my slow, sweet time through this series. Like I mentioned in my 10 before the end, that's a series that I am not going to prioritize over the other 10 things I want to read this month, but I'm going to make sure that I read a few volumes here or there. I don't think I'm going to finish box set 3 before this month is over, before the new year, but it's okay because I'm still enjoying myself so far. Psalm 100 volume 9. This one was really good. We actually ended on kind of a cliffhanger with this volume, and we have another introduction to someone from Akira and Kensho's past. And I really like the character that we're introduced to. I have a feeling though that they are not going to tag along with them in the end. I hope that they do, because as the series continues, we've added another person to the crew. And I do like, actually we've added 2 people to the crew. One is an animatronic, but I want another one because I really like their friend, and their friend is very sweet, very funny, very cool. I'm liking it, and I definitely want to continue on with the series. I know I said that I don't hate it, and I don't hate it, but the last volume that I read in Psalm 100, I did kind of feel like, I'm kind of pushing myself to finish this one, but not with this one. I actually really like that one. And finally, I finished my Love Mix-Up. This is, I don't have like a top 10 really made for like my favorite manga, but she's going in top 10 somewhere. Okay, obviously everybody should know at this point, Akame ga Kill is one of my favorite mangas, so she's number 1. Akame ga Kill is number 1, but somewhere in that top 10, my Love Mix-Up is, and I loved the ending. I thought this was so good. I don't know if this is going to become an anime, but it should. And if it does, I'm watching the hell out of it because I just love this. I love the series so much. I love the way it ended. Another situation where I got a little bit of a peek. Threw me for a little mini loop for a second there. I was not liking how they kind of did me for a second there, but still really good. Still so freaking good, and I highly recommend. I did manage to read a regular book, and that was Blackmail Babinka, a Tita Rosie kitchen mystery. This is the 3rd book in the series. I don't remember what I rated this, but I didn't really like this one, to be honest with you. I felt like I really had to put the effort into finishing this. I don't think I ever had a moment where I was thinking, I'm going to DNF this. But I think I was definitely sitting there like, I'm glad that cozy mysteries tend to be pretty short and, quick. I did not know where we were going with this one. I don't even remember who ends up being the bad person anymore. I really don't. Now I don't remember. And even then, okay, now I do. I do remember who it was. And even that, I'm like, okay. I know that this is a Tita Rosie kitchen mystery. Tita Rosie pisses me off, okay? Talk to the police, please. Say something. Stop keeping secrets. That drives me crazy. And I understand, like, that's a part of cozy mystery sometimes. But her aunt drives me fucking nuts. Drives me so fucking nuts. Also, I don't know. I wasn't a fan of this one. I think I liked the first 2 much better. And I'm not sure that I want to keep going with the series. I haven't decided. I know that I'm not going to buy any more of these books. I'm either going to get them from the library or I'm going to see if they're on Hoopla, because I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. I don't love this like I love the Noodle Shop mystery. I like Lana's parents drive me crazy sometimes, especially her mom. But at the end of the day, you see more of what's going on with Lana and the people that are involved in the situation versus her parents, especially now that she's taken over the restaurant. Whereas you see so much all the time of Tita Rosie just not making the situation make any sense. And that pisses me off sometimes. But either way, if you do want a cozy mystery that obviously has to do with food, I think a lot of people would like this. I really stand by Arsenic and Adobo. I loved that one. I did like the second book. Can't remember the name of it. It's in a different room. But it's a pink cover. Is it pink or green? I can't remember. I think it's green. It's very pretty. It's very cute. I think you would like this. I think it is funny. I really like the other characters in the book. I like her two friends that she has the cafe with now, but we didn't see a lot of them this time. We saw them a decent amount, but like at some point, like I just kind of was over it. I didn't like the mystery part of this book. I just didn't like this one. That's just me. I would say I think I rated this like 3 stars, so it's like I enjoyed it, but like, yeah, I just know for this series I'm gonna stop buying it, but I would still recommend it. And I also listened to Walking in My Joy in These Streets by Jennifer Lewis. I listened to this as an audiobook. This was a book I said I wanted to read for Nonfiction November, and this was so good. 5 stars. When it comes to memoirs for me, if the author is the one that narrates it, a lot of the time I know it's going to be good. And while I'm going to recommend you read it regardless, I will heavily recommend you listen to it. Number one, it's Jennifer Lewis. I mean, an actor, performer, like you are going to get the best narrator of her own story from Jennifer Lewis. She is so funny. I will say that it was a little bit like, it was hard, but at the same time it wasn't that bad because this is taking place at the beginning of Trump's presidency, and then we talk about COVID. So she has a little bit more commentary on like the political climate that was going on there. And then of course, her having to exist with her family during COVID. The story about Kathy Griffin was wild. I just really enjoyed this audiobook. I really enjoyed her memoir. I would recommend it. Now, I want to read her other one as well, but this one was so good. So fun, so funny. So many moments that just really made me laugh. And again, like for you to read it, I'm sure you can hear her voice when you're reading it, but to hear her voice when you're reading it is like, damn, she's funny. So yes, 5 stars for that one. I would highly recommend listening to it if you do. And yeah, that's really it. I've got some things that I am currently reading. So I'm reading 2 things from NetGalley, Hope Ablaze, which I'll put a picture up. And then I'm reading another memoir by someone that I followed on TikTok. So I'll put that picture up too. I am enjoying it so far. I'm taking it really slow. So those are 2 books that I need to read and need to review on NetGalley to raise the score up. But I'm still trying to stick with the TBR that I talked about in my last video. I already have those mangas set to the side for myself. I did pick up a different fantasy book that I am going to read, but I'm not going to prioritize over the other things that I said I was going to read, I think. But we're going to see how it's going. We're going to see how we go. We're going to see how we feel. Y'all know I'm a mood reader. Even though I make TBRs, it doesn't mean I'm going to read everything on it. I'm going to pick up whatever I'm feeling like, but I still read, and that's all that matters. So as long as you're having fun and reading what makes you happy, you will always be winning no matter what. But yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. I appreciate you. Anything that I talked about that you've been interested in reading lately, what did you finish reading in the month of November? I'd love to know. Anything I talked about, have you read? Did you like it? All that good stuff, let me know down in the comments. And thank you so much for watching my video. If you liked the video, please like the video. If you like it, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on other social media. It's in the description box down below. And you have a good day. Goodbye.